everyone. Let's have a look on the KPIs part, their ranges, their units, and the detailed description. So I have captured some of the KPIs, and the next class will be in the second part will be going further some more KPIs. So here I have taken some 11 points, 11 different KPIs. I'll go one by one, the ranges, the unit, and how to achieve these targets. So basically, we'll start from RSRP. It's a field level KPI. In the drive test, we collect this RSRP samples. The RSRP for a town or for a cluster or for a site should be greater than in the range of 103 dBm. 90% of the samples should be greater than minus 103 dBm. SINR should 70% of the samples of the SINR should be greater than or equal to 10 dB range. So these are the units for RSRP dBm, and for SINR it is dB. Then we'll go to the accessibility part. EPS attach success rate. How many users are allowed when we try to attach after we connect to the network or after our initial access actually. So EPS attachment success rate should be greater than 99%. So out of 100 users, we should have a minimum target of 99 users to be allowed in the network when they are trying to attach to the LT network. The next one, fourth one is LT service request success rate should be greater than 98%. So the formula is EPS bearer attach success and EPS bearer attach attempts into 100%. So that's formula. So we should have a target of greater than 98% to be achieved when we are trying to access the services of the LT network. Then the last accessibility KPI, the fifth one, CSFB call setup should be greater than equal to 98.5% at least. And the formula is CSFB call setup attempts by CSFB call setup requests into 100%. I have done it shortly, that's why I am reading it out for you. So number of successful setups by number of requests into 100%. So CSFB setup should be greater than 98%. That is what we need to achieve. The radio conditions in the CSFB call setup should be RSRP should be greater than minus 110 dBm, and the SINR should be greater than 0 dB. Little bit sensitive, but in case of service request of LT, not CSFB, only LT service request, the SINR value is little bit flexible. It's greater than minus 3 dB, RSRP being the same. So these are the targets given by the customer and the operator. So if the customer and the operator want to customize this KPI values or targets or the radio conditions, we can always do a change in the network. So nevertheless, the sixth one is the we'll be moving to the retainability part, accessibility over. So retainability part, we are having CSFB voice call setup time. So 90% users should be able to set up a call less than 6 seconds. That is the target. Out of 100, at least 95% of people should be able to connect in the other end within 6 seconds. And the seventh one, inter node B handover success ratio should be greater than 98%. Intra means inside node B and inter means the other node B. So if there is X2 interface between node B and node B, that is okay. If that is not there also, we are calculating that here. So inter and intra node B handover success ratio should be greater than 98%. Then if you don't have 98%, we have to do the optimization. We have to check whether the neighbors have been defined or not, whether the interface and everything is okay or not, outdays or whatever. There are many reasons why the handover is not happening, so you need to do the troubleshooting. Then the eighth one is inter-RAT redirection success ratio, means when we redirect the call from LT to UMTS or to 2G. So basically we have taken the UMTS as a reference. So redirection success to UMTS, number of attempts and success divided by redirection attempts from LT to UMTS into 100%. So the inter-RAT handover success should be greater than 97%. Then handover interruption time on user plane should be greater than 90 milliseconds. 4G to 3G data handover success rate greater than equal to 95%. So little bit flexible. So 4G to 3G, basically IRAT data handover success ratio should be greater than 95%. Formalize LT to UMTS handover completions, LT to UMTS handover command into 100%. And the last one, the 11th one, and the last one, the retainability also, the 6th retainability KPI, PDP context call drop rate. So basically data call drop rate, PDP context call drop. So it should be less than 1%. It's very sensitive, so we need to see there shouldn't be more than 1% of call drop in the PDP context label. And the formalize RRC connection, number of RRC connection dropped divided by number of RRC connection attempted for PDP context into 100%. Radio conditions being the same like LT service request. RSRP should be greater than minus 110 dBm and the SINR should be greater than minus 3 dB. Only in case of CSFB, the SINR is little bit better. We are taking greater than 0 dB. Thank you. This is the part 1 of KPI explanation for our LT network. In the second part, we'll be catching some other KPIs. Thanks for watching. If you want me to focus on any particular video or if you have any more questions to learn in LT, please put in the comments below so that I can address those subjects for you particularly. Thank you for watching. Thanks.